All right. Hello, hello, hello. People, I'm gonna do some Apex Ladder. Yay! Woohoo! Yeah! We'll see how things go here. I think my box is about the same as last week. I think the only substitution. So I think I added Liana before the end of my last slot last weekend. That whatever slot I was that I played. I think I put the Liana in at that point. But what is new is I did throw in Ledin. I've not really traditionally been a Ledin user, but he can buff Ilya and he can sometimes theoretically tank Ymir. Um, so we're gonna try the Ledin. See how it goes. I dropped my Landius for him just because Landius very easily tanks Ilya, which is a good utility. But what he does is he also always dies to Ymir. So we're gonna try things out here. If it doesn't work, we can always swap Lando back in, but I just thought it would be a fun experiment. Yeah, here we go. I haven't done like any Lang stuff today. I missed like a bunch of Waifu Wars content earlier. I was out like most of the day, so we'll see how I do. I tend to like warm up slow, so I might just like mega throw this first game. We'll see. All right, we have a match. I'm P1. I've been getting a lot of P1 lately, which I actually like being P2, especially with this Liana inbox. All right, this looks pretty standard fare meta-ish. One tank, two tanks, and no Christie or... Okay, there's a Tyrant. Okay, yeah, so it's 3 tanks with the 4 healer option. We're gonna first ban Anya and first pick Ilya. They're probably gonna first pick Ninja, but they might go for first pick Ilya as well. We'll see. So they ban my Ilya buffers. They pick their own Ilya. Alright, so I think we have to ban probably these two. Just because the P2AA is ridiculous. Ninja is scary as well, but... So I have 3 tanks and 4 healers. No, sorry, 3 healers left to pick, so I should pick one of them. And I think the thing I should pick is Celica. To speed up my Ilya. And give it a revive. And fixed immunity versus Ninja. He might go for Celica as well, in which case we have a real mirror match on our hands. Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, so that being the case, let's knock out their Landius and their ISO, I think. To threaten to ban them to no tanks, which is the thing I'm willing to do if they don't pick one. I think. Maybe if they take like Tiana, I won't go for the tank ban because she's sort of a tank. We're gonna pick up Ledin, I think, over Christie. Try it out because they do have like a valid Ymir pick down the line that I can't really afford to ban. Alright, they go for the Tyrant pick. Alright, I think we are looking at banning Tiana next. And Ninja, I think. Ban the strong assassins. Nothing here makes the Capcom super imminently scary. I think I like the idea of the Liana. I honestly like any of these 3. The Ilya could be used, or Ilya could be used to buff the Ilya. Lugner's good in these kind of turtle mirrors for tank busting and stuff, potentially. Although not super great against Tyrant because he's not casting a lot of skills. I think let's pick up the Liana since we have the Celica. The Lugner would be a fun pick, but let's play a little bit safer because I didn't even look at what I'm at points wise. I don't remember anything like that. But oh cool, we get Lugner too. Ooh, they go for baby head. Ooh. This ban pick is... What do I ban now? Do I give the 2 tanks Celica, which is going to take a billion years for Ilya to solo Incon, right? Which is what I have committed to. Do I give the AO or Chris with baby head? I don't know. I think I have to not give 2 tanks. And we'll take the 3rd healer. Try to deal with the AoE here, I guess. He's got a complicated god decision here because he's got the magic DPS here versus physical DPS here, so we can try to deal with things. The thing is, Ledin has no defensive aura, so he's pretty vulnerable to the... Like, my team will be pretty vulnerable to AoE strats here. I did draft a mono glory pick ban line here, which is funny. Because I'm not particularly a glory guy. So they go for the Ymir. If Ledin yoinks Ymir, neither of us kill each other. But if Ymir bonks Ledin and Ledin procs first strike, I think Ledin lives and possibly kills Ymir. Depending on the scenario. Speaking of scenario, we're gonna put on some armor affinity stacks. We're gonna put you on Windblooms. We're gonna put you on Windblooms. Or I could go Shrine Maidens to improve my odds of tanking baby mech stuff. Versus a troop that heals more. Because it's not like I super need the Windblooms cooldown-wise this game, because I'm doing Ilya carry. Let's do Shrine Maidens. Let's play it a little bit safer against the super Fizz AoE, bro. I do think Regulate's not going to be super helpful against this team, just because Ilya's doing immunities anyways. So I think we'll swap for Prayer here. We're going to take Holy Troops on you. And I think we'll keep Fangs on you. I think Redeemers is a real option here too. Armor Affinity is for Ledin to stop the immunity from being stripped by, like the Liana Gospel being stripped by Ymir. I might go Redeemers here. I'm Tiamat and stuff, but I think it makes some sense in this draft. I do have ways of trying to keep Ledin alive here. So they do go for the attack god for the Ymir baby mech. Kokotila. Hello, Kokotila. Ooh, we've got a Sansi as Ymir. Neato, neato. So it's not Apex boots on the captain here. So let's go ahead and flip things to support Sin first off. So I also went no revive on Baby Mech. Man, I do kind of wish I'd brought Dex even without the terrain in hindsight, just because of Tyrant. Being Tyrant. That was probably a mistake. I should have gone for the Dex. Especially because they went double flyer, which is kind of a mistake versus Ilya. We'll see how that goes, if I can get the kill or not. I don't have like outrageous Ilya buffs here, just glory buff and maybe Lugner Sins, depending on how the match goes. And I have a lot of Act Agains, that's what I have. The Tyrant is pretty low HP. I'm guessing... Oh, yeah, it's 5 stars. What is that? How about him? That might be 5 stars, too. I'm not sure. The Ilya is 5 stars. So his range is really not going to be super huge for a little while here, so I think I can kind of be aggressive. Also, he didn't bring Strengthen on the Celica or anything, so he's not going to have attack buff either. So I think I can be reasonably aggressive with my Angel positioning here. I definitely should have just brought Deck Gunners and camped around this tree, though. Hey, Kong. Hey, Rice Crew, by the way. You might have already said that. Who knows? Yeah, let's get this Latin Gaming in action. I should be well safe from Capcom. The question is if he's BB or if he's Mimir. We'll have no way to tell for quite a while here. We are going to give up our turn prio by doing Act Again because I have the option of Act Again again. Next turn for P2 AA, like true P2 AA stuff. Yeah, this Tyrant Mark is gonna do a pretty good job of making Ledin not like fighting Ymir. Oh, nice. I didn't get to check out any of those games today. I was out a lot of the afternoon. I'll have to check replay. I think Wally covered a lot, right? I'll take a look tonight or tomorrow. I'll take a look at some point in time. Yeah, it does hurt. But the thing is, I can't actually get real immunity this game. Potentially. He does look pretty fat with the Ilya Angel, even on Loki here, not Heim or anything, or Freya. Because really you want MDef versus Ymir, you know? What's, so if we're assuming this is still BP, right? I think it's, this skill, right? So it's Teleport 3, hits 4... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, the 3 healers. We'll see how Lugner does. I hope that he can troll the Capcom and Ymir's damage pretty hard. Oh, I mean, I'm definitely a Mega Turd Rice Crew, if that's what you're getting at. Yeah, I did just realize I did also give this, which is not a thing I give. I need to be a little bit more careful about my band pick, because this is scary. This is super scary. They did give Revive to Capcom instead of Ymir, though. I think that the 100% clock chance Ymir with Revives is ridiculously scary. It is funny, like, having all of this guy's heroes generate a billion Ilya stacks. Or not Ilya, Lugner stacks. Celica's one shy short of being silenced. So, I mean, I think I'm going to be able to kill the Tyrant this turn, if all things go well. Like a life here, maybe? Because it's 4 stacks. on Tyrant, which is a 15% damage increase in my favor, so we're gonna try to kill. And if I do kill, the really beautiful thing about that would be it would shift turn prio, which is good and bad, I guess. Let's just take single target heal. I want something, because she's just got armor affinity right now. Let's give you some more stacks. Yeah, I think from here is fine. Angel can stay where it is for this action. Then we move it after we punch here. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think I'll one-shot Tyrant here because I didn't bring Deck Gunners. I feel really confident on that if I brought Deck Gunners, which that's sad. I didn't. Yeah, we get pretty close, but no kill. We do get a stun. Compass kind of broken, guys. It's not undispellable, but it does mean he has to dispel it. If we move Angel back, do we still... I think we still have good range. I just want it to keep growing. So Capcom is probably the scariest thing this turn, but he's unbuffed. He's coming in though. What's he gonna do? Is it 3C? The answer is not right this moment. She cannot one-shot Ymir. Because I will die if I attack right this moment. So what's nice is we do also actually avoid the fixed damage debuff actually from the Ilya stacks here. What an OP hero. How do I want to heal here? Is it Lugner 3C to apply a shit ton of debuffs to make Celica miss the Dispel on Tyrant? I think it's exactly that. The Ymir is going to be a very angry boy with like a million stacks, but I like the Lugner 3C here. We'll also keep it on support Sin so that if she's not Bracer, she'll silence herself. I might go... Oh, I'm actually one short taking the Celica. So the Ymir is a little sus just because I'm still not full HP here. And Ymir is a tanky boy. He doesn't have Sins to be able to get the Lugner aura in play. So I think I'd rather heal to foe first. Nah, I mean, there's no rush. Look at it. So the Celica didn't bring Forest Priest, right? So she has Prayer, which has no natural dispel. So she has a single debuff dispel this turn. Tyrant has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dispellable debuffs on him. If I lose that RNG, so be it. I just act again my Ilya with Liana. I just think it's better to make sure I get the safe kill. Alright, we go for it. Why am I critting so much? I haven't built crit on my Ilia. Not that it's helpful for damage, because I haven't built crit on my Ilia, but that was actually some pretty dramatic overkill, I gotta say. So we're gonna take turn prior here too. Len doesn't really need to attack here, it's just he'll fully heal afterwards anyways. And it'll keep Capcom in place, I guess. I still hold that the best ban against my box is Ilia. This entire box is built around making Ilia do this. So we'll go ahead and grab a Capcom Life here. Yeah, I think it's the correct move. Like, Enya does a lot of stuff, but I'm missing a lot of the usual Enya carries. And this entire box has so many things that just make Ilia do ridiculous stuff. And I have 5 healers, so you're not just gonna beat me down without very good luck anyways. But it does hurt because I'm all grouped up. There's that. Oh, T-Star, Ilia. Cool. Oh, I didn't even get to see if that killed or not. I was actually curious because I was super chipped there, and their Ilia wasn't. Let's take a look. Luke OP though, guys. The making the Celica so she cannot dispel that debuff on Tyrant was so funny. Oh, you mean the Frig stuff? Yeah, you can do silly Frig stuff. Okay, this is not going to kill. That's just a fact. It's a 300 essentially difference between the int and mdef here. Yeah. I think it only didn't show it because I have animations on and 90% of players who play this game don't. It's like me and the weirdos in joint battle who will leave your joint battle room if you don't turn on your animations, aka Tama. I think that's about it. Oops. Do you keep animations on Rice Cream? Am I not alone? But anyway, since they play out instantly for them, they probably just saw whip kill, hit retreat. That what actually ends up happening is I'll be doing like a damage test with somebody, and they'll retreat before I get to see the result of the damage test. Because I'll like have it on 1x speed with animations on to record to see if any funny quirks happen. And then I don't get to see it, period. And I just have to ask, okay, what happened? More P1, more first picking Ilya, guys. So much thinking involved in my band pick, right? Ooh, double tank band. Ooh, Chris pick. This box has no Ilya. So, I think we banned these two. It also doesn't have Ishin, which is really unusual. We're gonna pick... Do we take Ledin or do we take Lanford? These are both Ilya buffers in a different way. This is fake buff that stacks to the attack buff, but isn't actual attack buff. This is real buff. So the nice thing with Ledin is he is a marginally better like Ymir matchup, but he's not a good matchup against his Gid. Neither is Lanford for that matter, though. Lanford is an even worse matchup for Gin, so we'll grab Ledin. So they ban ISO Ishin, okay. So I'm still sort of okay healer-wise. Ooh, the ice. All right, what are we gonna ban with the ice? They don't have Borrelia, they don't have Capcom. Is it AO and then just the generally annoying Ymir? Or do we ban out one tank? Let's ban out the Christian, I think. Let's do stupid Ilya zoning. I'm gonna pick up Liana just because she's my best copium against ice because I don't play... I took off all of my anti-stun accessories from a healer, so they're all wearing like bracers for anti-silence accessories and anti-ninja. So she's both an electric and an immunity healer, so she's like my best pick against ice if somebody does grab her. I do ban her relatively high now, like I try not to allow her third, but I'm not going to ban her before third pick. So it is a valid strat versus me. So I do pick up the LB, they do feel that pressure because of the Ilya zoning. I think we'll knock out these two. I think Enya is very powerful, right, Screw? Because at worst, you copy one of your enemy's heroes, right? Or you have, you pick your own carry, or at worst, you just super turtle up and then, their Ymir jumps on you or the Borrelia jumps on you and you copy their Borrelia. You copy their Ymir. And she's going to get banned super high almost every game. She is worth putting in the box if you're not trying to purely meme. Do we want to grab Leah, second tank, or second healer? Lanford would be good for stats here, just to punch through the LB. Lugner is fun. Aaliyah is fun. Let's go Aaliyah. I think that Aaliyah with a Liana 3C on her is probably the single best healer in this game. Yeah, it's from a ban perspective. There's no point in not running Enya. It's such a powerful ban pick. Yeah, I'm trying to think about the word driver, I guess. Ooh, they go for Andy. All right, let's knock out. Are we gonna give the P2 Gin with a Chris horse? It's a little scary. Do I care about Jace? I don't think I do. All right, Lugner or Chris? Lugner or Chris? Stronger holy buff and extra healing. Funny stun man. Funny stun man. So we'll grab Regulate this game because they don't have a source of debuff immunity in their comp. I guess they have Master Resist on LB as an option. Oh yeah, that's fun. I was thinking about Aaliyah Hoffman. I just don't have. I'm running really single targety as my box plan this season, so I don't have space for Hoffman because I'm going so single target heavy. Do we want to go Redeemers here, or do we want to go Fangs? I'm a little nervous that Ice will bring Lizards, but I don't think most people have clued into how ridiculously good Lizard's Ice is. So I probably could still go Fangs. The thing I don't like about Redeemers is Jace could disable them, and with T-Star, they're really relying on the 100% HP for DR, versus Fangs, I don't care about the 100%. Yeah, Hoffman single target. I tried using Air Slash with Hoffman once after getting AoE refreshed. Even with the shield out, he couldn't kill stuff. It's just not... That's just not it, fam. I think I'll go... Redeemers. I think that Highlands are our best copium against Jace on her. Shrines is not really any different from Wind Blooms versus Jace. Right. I think this is fine. Let's see if they bring Master Resist to bully my Lugner pick here. Oh, it's Lloyd and he probably brought Master Resist. He knows what's up. They did not bring the lizards that I was worried about. They didn't bring Master Resist. They did not. We've got a Holy Chris, which has lowish HP, so I'm guessing it's Holy Ring. It's not Bracer. It's not Boa, because there's no green skill. So it must be Holy Ring or Feather are the most likely. And Feather gives 10% HP, so I'm going to guess that's Holy Ring. We've got the Butterfly Andy with Angels. Guys, somebody tell me and really get into my head that I need to be switching my Elia to Deck Gunners, and the Holy Troops should be the rare case, not the common case. We do have T-Star on Jace, so it's at least a little bit of DR versus him, but if Jace is hitting my Ilia, things have gone wrong. We cannot live this Jace if he hits my Ilia, so... Oh, you know, so one of the things I like to do, and I didn't do just now because I derped. Ledin doesn't really need the immunity all that much this game. What you should do when you're playing against ice without stun immunity on your healers and you've got Ilya, is you should be using your one stack from this 1C on one of these two healers. In this game, I would use it on Lugner simply because she does get temporary immunity from her 3C. So that's a little bit of misplay. So with the anti magic troop versus the double magic Ilya, I'm gonna need some funny misplays from this guy, I think, because it's gonna take a long time for this to kill that. This can maybe do it, because I brought monks on her, but yeah, I should have probably gone archers and archers. The terrain archers are really good on this map because it's a lot of water tiles for the techs. Oh man, she looks so squishy. Her HP is so low because she's 4 stars and I use the AoE down robe, which doesn't give base HP. Yeah, we just gotta believe in the Ilya, yeah. We just have to not lose to Jace. How hard could it be to not lose to Jace, right guys? Right guys? So these are my two electrics in this draft. So I gotta be very careful playing around those here against the ice as well. I don't know if we want to actually use Liliana AA or not. I feel like that might get me killed by Jace potentially. I think it's probably okay, but let's do some other actions first. We should have probably done Lugner's action sooner in this game than we have so far. If we regulate Jace, he's kind of fucked, right? My boy cannot TP in if he's regulated. I say my boy, I should say my enemy. My enemy. Cannot TP in if he's regulated, right? What's funny with Ice is, even though it's like support skill, because her AA and her talent are attacks, you actually have to do the red sin for her. I just think the support sin makes more sense against this other stuff. I should have done it before LB moved though, because you do want part of the point of the Lugner and these tank push mirrors is getting 4 stacks on the opponent tank, right? Because that 15% damage taken aura is just so good. I think we're okay to act again, Ilya. I think I have electric on Leon anyways. We'll find out here. We do. Ooh, he's prepping the freeze. That's kind of bad. Because I haven't used the Leah stack, early on stack on something useful. And she can pull to my Leona. Alright. What'll happen happens. It's fine. Let's move Aaliyah first in case he tenure breezes the ice with Chris. We don't want him to be able to pull my Aaliyah or Ilya if I just stand in place. So yeah, I think we want to convert yellow here. Probably on Ilya. So we should get one green, one blue. Because if you have two of the same, it'll always convert both ways. Like if you convert two stacks, you'll get one of the other two of each. Always. In my testing so far and results so far. Alright, so nothing to breeze her, so she's fine standing in place. So, if he doesn't go in right away, I feel fairly comfortable using my Ilya to give immunity stacks. Yeah, we'll do that. Just punch. It should be no cooldown. Yeah, just punch. I just think it makes the most sense, because Jace still can't teleport. And he already used Ice 3C Part 1, so there's no teleport plays from her. Yeah, I think we're fine to punch and get our immunity stacks. It's not going to do any real damage, it's just going to heal right back up, but such is life. That did kind of good damage for being Royal Protector as LB. Ah. That was not bad odds, it was 1 of 2. Now he really can't teleport, he won't even get to AoE if he does. Before is he'll teleport, but he'll be able to AoE, and then he'll get stunned and won't be able to teleport back. Now it's he can't teleport, he'll get stunned before he can even AoE. And Aaliyah is threatening the scary TP spot. He can't reach anything from this one. Does he know how the Lugner works, you mean? Who knows? That's the true strength of Lugner is nobody else ever plays Lugner, so everybody has to read him for the first time when they fight me. He's furiously trying to figure out if using the auto, like the 3-seed unicorn, will make Jace not get screwed over. I will say, I do hope that Ledin happens to electric Ilya, because I did do an awkward and Liana can't reach Ilya. Okay. Gotta stun Jace. Can I do anything about it? Not really. But we do have a stun Jace. So I think we just have to stand Ledin here. I don't really love it, but... My best counter to Ice coming in as his last action is my Aaliyah, so... I think we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, the lead and Vanguard thing is awkward to play around sometimes. When you're playing against Ice and have this whole electric headache. With some electrics and some not. I probably could switch her to an electric instead of a Star Crown. I just like the idea of the Star Crown for damage. None of my kills have been like that close. At least that I can tell. Trying to figure out if Lugner is safe if I move Len here, and I think the answer is yes. Because he's only going to be able to move 2 if he pulls to my Liana. And Jace can't reach. Jace has no teleport, so... My Lugner also has 1000 MDef, so... And the Ice will have 4 stacks. This Ilya Angel giving like this big stack command is kind of nice, not gonna lie. Oh, he picks up a nice breeze. So we're actually more interested in heal stacks than damage stacks here, so I'm gonna extra attack buff our Ilya here, bring her up to 25% attack buff. Hit this healing pulse. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely take this LB second life if he doesn't heal. I also don't hate the kidnap Jace options a little later in the turn. Alright, I think we take the LB life. She's not even at above 80% HP. She's gonna get... Oh no, she'll actually be short of a Lugner stack. So I might not kill. I was thinking she'll get up to 4 from the devotion on her, making her become up to 4, but because she stood, she lost 1. Okay. Still, I think we go for it. It's not like my damage is gonna get any higher this turn. The troops are below 80% HP, so the attack's unactive. Wow, that was a bigger whiff than before. The miracle, I guess? The miracle. Okay. Oh, the Jace Tenyo. That's a little scary. Do we go and put some debuff on stuff? I think Lugner is probably the least useful healing action I have. I hate this breeze he got on ice. Oh man, he teleported way back. That's actually kind of bad for me, huh? Yeah, I needed Dex, I think, on Ilya. That was a mistake. I have to be able to kill this LB reasonably quick for this game to work. I mean, it's not over or anything, but Ice coming in and then Andy coming in is gonna hurt. Does it cleanse all stacks when the revive gets used? Yeah, all spiritual perception stacks get used. Okay. Does she have a DR buff? Let me try to get one. You might just kill my Aaliyah. Or Liana. Instead of taking an Ilia life. We'll see. Make the ice go in for it. Or the Jace is a cooldown. Does this ice just keep freezing? Oh, it's a Tenyo, I see. That's why it was so dramatic. This feels like a mistake on their part to me. Why let me re-regulate this? Now you can't TP with Jace again. Oh yeah, I guess you can just kill there. Me. Push, push, push! I think, yeah, she can yoink. Damn Jace. And unfortunately, Lennon cannot catch up. Oh, because he meleeed, I was gonna say I should heal a little bit from my troops, but because she meleeed, I don't even heal from the troops. Whoa, it was a Vile Weaver on ice. It's not like unheard of, but it's neat. It is pretty over though. I don't think the Legend's gonna carry it. And she's not gonna tank the Chris single target. No! My points. My poor, poor points. Fine, Ilya will tank Andy, right? Or Ilya will tank Andy, right? It's fine. Yeah, the clock is funny. Ah yes, Andy didn't even hit, and he did 30,000 damage. His soldiers, by themselves, did 30,000 damage and killed Ilya. Good old Andy. Okay. We took a hit. We keep going. Do I want to switch to an electric on my Ilya after that nonsense? It is tempting. Do I actually have a spare, or do I have to take one from someone's spare? To take one from someone's spare. Specifically this is my only breeze electric. My Starcrown roll is so good. Oh, I meant to switch her back to rights, anyways. With Glory of the World. Where's my Glory of the Worlds? I forgot to look at that. She's supposed to be back on rights. After this patch. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Kieran. That is a good point, because I would have completely forgotten again next game as well. The Holy Troops make a lot of sense when you're on a map with no terrain, but they don't make sense when you're playing against Tyrant or Lightbringer, who don't really have a good solution to deck gunners. But the deck gunners should definitely be the default. It's kind of sad that Lugner got so brutally murdered by Jace. That was a 1000 MDef Lugner versus a Jace with 7 damage, like 7 sin stacks. Not that anything beyond 4 actually does anything, but 7 stacks. And he got absolutely demolished. Jace's EE was a huge damage buff that he absolutely didn't need. Oh, it's Truffle. Hi, Truffle. Toma? We can't ban the Toma, right? We can ban everything but the Toma. Not me accidentally picking the Super ISO stack draft. I think he has to actually enter battle, I thought, to not get banned by the Zilong bots. Could someone in VC tell Truffle thank you? We're over in Discord. Actually, I'll just say thanks, Truffle. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So we've got 3 tanks with Christie here. They're running the 4 healer comp with Chris, Celica, and Liliana. Double Enya ban, double Ilia first pick. Here we go. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Alright, what are we knocking out? Celica? Ishin, maybe? Yeah, Jace hate. I'm in a stupid portal. I really put myself in a difficult position last game, having to both defend against ice chains with a limited ice pulls with a limited number of electrics and a Jace portal, screwing up my positioning even more. Ooh, they go for the ISO and they ban my ISO. I don't know how to play against ISO without my own ISO. Oh no. Because the only way I can play ice versus ISO is with my own ISO that can beat other ISOs. Alright, so we'll probably pick up Ishin here. And we'll ban out... Do we ban them directly into Tyrant here? Is that too risky? We still have to kill Tyrant twice, even if we do. So is the extra tank ban worth it? Let's try it. We're experimenting here. I'm at low gold 3, so it's kind of whatever. Yeah, ban plus 1 tank plus DPS is the standard pick ban philosophy idea, but do we just ban into Tyrant directly because he's particularly vulnerable, potentially? I want to try that. So they kind of have to ban Liana. So I'll probably pick whichever Chris or Lugner is left. Yeah, Lugner. They do pick up the Tyrant. Okay. Now, we want to ban Tiana, and I think Liana, because we're trying to do P2AA things. I think I can cope with the Jace and stuff. Banning this is tempting too, but I think I gotta knock out the Tiana. She's such a good Ilia counter from like making Ilia solo carry. Alright, we are gonna grab Lugner. I do want heals. They do have an ice available to pick. And ice is scary. And AO is scary. But we don't want no healer. I do almost have an ice pull problem again this draft. But I haven't picked my tank yet, so that could be like filled up potentially. We'll see what they pick and what they ban. I don't want to pick a tank yet unless they ban 2. I also would kind of like the Lanford because I do have attack buff already addressed here. And Lanford does go a long way for Ilia damage, so we're going to do that. He picks up the Chris. Do we give Ymir? Do we give AO? Do we give Jace? Kind of want to ban Jace just because of what a fiasco that last game was. And I think I can live with AO. I think we'll try to live with Ymir. I I don't like living with Ymir, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it, but we gotta do it. We're trying to fuck this guy up with Super P2 Tank Bust to make him lose turn prio again, even after I take double actions as P2. So he bans the second tank, which I would have definitely picked that Hilda if he'd given it, so it makes sense. Do we grab Aaliyah or do we grab Ice? Ice is a good Helia buffer, so I think I'll go Ice. Aaliyah would be a fun pick, but she's more RNG to buff, and the way she can buff is the same thing Ishin can already do, which are potentially King Crown and potentially 30% attack buff. Ishin can definitely do both of those. So we'll take our Ice Whip. We'll definitely go Deck Gunners here. We'll definitely be killing this Tyrant if we survive long enough to do so. But in terms of attack buff, I do actually have to run Strengthen on Lugner here. I think we'll stick to Fangs on him. Maybe we'll go GI. Actually. And yeah, them changing up the maps is a whole interesting thing that will be interesting. There's a part of me that wants to take off. So I usually really like running this like every game, but I think I should drop that for a faction buff this game. Or Shiv is also an argument because it's good against Ymir, potentially, but I think we'll go for this. Oh, we should switch these two. Although I'm actually probably playing with that top three if I'm playing with a tree here, right? I don't know. I maybe have to go fairly aggressive to actually reach with my early. You know, let's just play it safe, start in plus. It could be a Mage Chris for all we know. Alright, whatever. We're gonna assume it's not, but we'll play it a little safe on the positioning. Ozemka, it is holy. They also play GI. Look at that, fellow GI gamer. Look at our little flyer boys slowed down by their 3-move infantry troops. So their Tyrant looks like it's probably Bond of Arashi. Bright Summoner looks... Let me catch that HP stat. Could be either, but probably Holy Ring. Maybe Full Moon, which is interesting. ISO looks pretty normal. Helia is not Compass or anything like that. So I was worried he was going to Hyper Ymir rush me, but that doesn't seem like what's going to be happening. He might just turtle around the ISO. This is so funny. Something about this.
分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。弱点を見つけた。安心して。分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。弱点を見つけた。
Oh, they're not growing their aura.
世界を征服しましょう。
選べ。さもなくば引け。
はい、君の意見を聞かせてくれ。死が君の罪を許す。
I should have done Lukenar Center in this turn. I keep forgetting that. That's like a basic in Lukenar Mirrors. Not even Lukenar Mirrors, just Lukenar versus Tank Push. Also, they didn't mark anything with Tyrant, which is funny. I do think this turn I'm better off just doing my 30% attack buff on Ilya. I don't know, maybe the Actigan is better, I'm not sure. Maybe it's better to do the Actigan and buffs later. So when we buff next turn, we can do both buffs and then have it for the punch after that too. Kind of want to keep Ishin somewhat far back so we're avoiding giving big danger zone for Ymir. We don't really want him to come in too early here. We want to get stacks up on Lanford first. Because with a couple Ilya stacks and his 3C, that should do the job to avoid getting Ymir'd. Like major Ymir debuffs. So do we go down here to do it? I guess. We could King Crown, it's just I'm not attacking this turn, so. May as well hang back, I think. Ooh. Going speed mode. Okay. This is still terrain, so. I think we just vibe here. Let's get some slowdown icicles maybe. Not bad, but not actually gonna protect me from mine, so. Might slow down the Ymir though. One funny thing is our tanks are going to struggle to waddle forward with these GI. Look at this outrageous int. This tyrant is so dead. My danger zone is a little teeny tiny baby. Because he hasn't Ymir 1-seed yet to give him breeze. Ooh, he's not going to let me get the free hit. So I think we have to go for it now before we get our King Crown and 30% buff. So let's try it. We'll pick him up on it. See how it goes. Has Tyrant been miracled? No. So I think without Miracle, I should be okay. Even though I'm not miracled either, which I would have liked. I think we'll try it. We'll just see how it goes. Not quite. Wow. You need a lot of buffs to one-shot tanks. So, a little bit more buff would have done it, but yeah, we need the 20% attack buff, or 30% attack buff, or the King Crown. Wow. Okay, so we have to save our Ishin action for fairly late in the turn here, because we can't have 0 threat to ISO running up. We need to have some sort of threat to zone. I mean, I guess Ice herself is also a pretty good zone tool here. But yeah, we'll start with Landford actions or something. I mean, they probably got rewarded for bringing GI there, honestly. Because I think any other troop would have died. One other thing is, even though I whiffed, right, I am getting these immunity stacks, which are going to help immensely versus the Ymir. The Ymir who's still never going to reach because he still hasn't used his 1C, I should mention. Here's the unicorn buff. Let's get our first tyrant life next turn. Unless he moves first. In which case, you know, what we can do. You know, I did just have a intrusive thought that I wish I hadn't had. I would have killed if I'd catch my Star Crown on. 787 HP. I think I would have killed if I kept my Star Crown on. Intrusive thoughts. This time for sure. This time for sure. Right, guys? Right? Please? Please? Oh boy, Ymir did get tenured this time. I just noticed. Langford gonna be okay, guys? I don't know. I really don't. So we'll body block the melee on ISO to Ilya. Yeah, it would. Ice3C would have stopped, yeah. But I like the idea of having it ready because he doesn't have actual immunity yet. What did he even mark with his? Oh, Lugnar's been popping the little stacks from his Ilya. The one that he gave from the 1C, so like not anything here is actually really immune to stun other than Ymir and Tyrant. So kind of like having it. Alright, we've got our biggest buffs we're gonna get. We'll take the life off the Tyrant. Also, I did make a mistake not using Ishin's Act again there. That was just a rookie error. I was gonna reset her stacks anyways, doing the attack buff, so I should have acted again, so I have Act again ready this turn. So that was bad play on my part. At least you didn't try to come in with the Ymir and play super aggro this turn, because I'm not sure how I would deal with that, really. This time, we definitely kill. We've got an extra 5% DI, an extra couple stacks, I think, and like an extra couple talent stacks, and an extra 10% attack from the Ishin super buff. And we'll have Lugnar for things. This should be a kill this time. I guess he has unicorns this time, which he didn't last time, but yeah. So right now my ice can actually go kill ISO if he doesn't take over something with Tyrant. Because you go pull him, which is awkward, but it, you know, Landford will still be guarding him. We pull Lugnar in, we move one from our boots, we move two from the actual Octagon, we punch ISO. So we'll see if he takes something over with Tyrant. He doesn't really have anything he wants to take over, but you kind of have to, right? That's the problem with Tyrant. Like, how do you play against the Ilya without a tank? How do you play against the Ishin without a tank? It's awkward, right? He can take a life off my Ilya with his ISO. Don't get me wrong. But that's losing your major win con for a life off of mine. But he does go for it. Oh, he goes for ice. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Ouch. I just don't think that my Ishin's ever failing kill on this, but I am, I guess, attack buffless. I just have an Ice Whip is the thing. Versus ISO with 4 stacks. Or Lugnar could even kill it. Either way. Or not Lugnar, Landford. We'll go for the Ishin kill. I think she gets it. I hope. I hope I don't get counter killed. Okay. If he'd Tyrant marked my Ishin instead, I might have actually had to use Landford to kill. So let's get her another King Crown. Let's attack buff ourselves here. He did also give me turn prio, killing ice. What is he gonna eat? Chris? Kind of has to, right? At least he still has a unicorn alive that can miracle after, I guess. You know? Oh, why am I letting him punch me? I could have moved out of range with everybody here. Like, move Landford here, Lugnar here. That's unnecessarily risky. Maybe he's not eating the Chris? Do I put it on Ilya to help her kill Tyrant? Or do I put it on Landford to help tank Ymir? I've got 5 Ilya stacks. I think Landford should tank Ymir. I also have an Ishin Aura to try to block the crit. That certainly helps too. So he's gonna have 4 anyways. He does eat the Chris, he just won't have Miracle or anything, okay.
誰にも止められん。
He shouldn't talent mark anything here. If he does, he gets killed by Ilya again. Mir doesn't actually even reach me this turn.
君の
安心して。分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。次の作戦指揮を許可。安心して。
I don't have the ice mark anymore, so I don't know if I get this kill or not, but we have to try, I think.
安心して。分析結果によれば。
Worst comes to worst, we act again and get it the next try. Can the horse heal somehow? No.
王騎の力は我々
Maybe we can Lugner first here, though, right? Yeah, I think Lugner first makes sense.
これは必要な懲戒だ。
Maybe I shouldn't have actually gone further to the edge. I'm gonna get hit anyways. Like, there's no point in running further. Now it's just harder to avoid the fog, in hindsight. We still keep this on supports, just because we want to block Ymir from using his 1C.
正義を守るため私は全力で戦う。
Hopefully she kills, but if not, we'll try to cope. Okay, good kill. Then we're fine. Because we can also kill this Ymir. Although I want to have attack buff. So we have two options here. So it's not Bracer, so we actually, I think, just have Ishin go punch it to death. Because it's attack buffed Ishin with 2 stacks. Is that too risky, or do we just have Ilya try to punch him to death with a King Crown buff? Maybe we have Ilya punch to death. I don't know how much I trust the Ishin. Her attack's gonna look a lot lower outside of the aura.
分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。正義を守るため私は全力で戦う。弱点を見つけた。
Okay, we do kill. I've never tried Dex versus Ymir, so I just wasn't sure. I've only used Holy Troops versus him. Landford, I think, should be fine here. Yeah, even without the Lugner stacks, we had Ishin Aura, so even with only 3 Sin stacks, we're okay. Okay. That was a long match. I guess I'm signing up for that, playing the box I am. Alright, another match. P1 this time. Okay, this is a change of pace. We're finding one of the actual rushers on ladder, especially with a funny Clotaire. On a pretty Clotaire-friendly map, too. Ooh, first ban Chris. First ban Chris. Interesting. And it does actually make sense from a rusher's box. I think I'm still gonna first ban Enya. It's not dedicated. The Clotaire makes me want the Clotaire, like these two make me want to say this is dedicated AoE rush, but it doesn't have to be. We still ban Enya because you can do gross Enya things. Is it creamy? So I'm gonna go for Ilya. I think the zoning could be huge against a lot of this stuff. Because there's no tanks in this box, you know? And I still have multiple things that can heal. So I was gonna say he'll probably ban the two actual like good healers. He goes for the ice, so we ban these two. And we'll pick up probably Lugner. I think maybe is better than Enya here. Regulate is a really good skill against this kind of box. So we'll pick up Ice, I think. It's between Ice and Tiana, but I think I like the Ice more. He goes Anemia. So I'm gonna ban... What am I gonna ban? I think these two. And I think I'm gonna pick Ice. I'm a little tempted to ban these two. But if he doesn't grab the Leon, I'll get that next round. We take Aaliyah here, I think. Or maybe Tiana. Tiana is good too. Okay, he does grab the ice. Or the Chris, sorry. This could be, it's probably a fast Chris build, not a, what's it called again, Chris build? Healer Chris, but we still can't just instantly Ice Breath and win or anything, is what that means. Alright, I think we gotta ban the Z2 because of this Chris pick. And I think let's look at the, who's the best follow-up? Jace has good follow-up here, I think. I don't know how much Clotaire actually suffers from Ilya, so... we'll grab Tiana. I think I like better than the Ilya. And we'll grab Christy. Easy Christy pick. He goes Wham. Yeah, he'll hit with BB anyways. I think we do actually still have to ban it, just because I don't have that much actual healing in this draft. I kind of think we can allow the ISO, honestly. Maybe I'm high. I'm not single win con here, you know? So I am gonna have my ice be ready to instantly trade for something, because that can do a lot versus these boxes if you put something in front row. Let's check if Creamy's watching, if this is Creamy. If this is Creamy, Creamy is not watching, at least via Twitch, which is what I checked. I think I like this. Lugner, we need to take off Strengthen for sure. And the question is, do we take Forest Priest of Swords? Yes, I think we do. I think we do this. Maybe Regulate, though. Wait. Come on, don't be mean. I'm using Bond. I don't really have spare bracers. I'm not a Leaden Pro to tell you the answer. It is not Creamy. It is a Boots Chris. Wow. 1,000 arrows Nemia. I think I will go turn 1 trade for this Nemia. Despair is dispellable from Wham, so... Is there anything we can effectively body block here? I mean, the Chris, I guess. Ooh, scary ice. Oh. We're not going to kill the ice single targeting like this, but it'll give us immunity stacks. Why is my angel not slowing him down? 2 more stacks, I see. So he'll be stuck here. Move 3. Okay. I mean, I'm technically fine here, but let's go here just in case. This is Wham reach.
安心して。
I think I'm fine going
分
back
析
here.
結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。弱点を見つけた。 不毛な争いを終わらせる。不毛な争いを終わらせる。
Whoa, taking Christy life is interesting.
許しはせん。泥を塗るだけには私完璧ですわ。 ティアナにお申し付けください。これからですわよ。私にも母としての覚悟があります。
So I have a plan here.
私にも母としての覚悟があります。
So I don't think my Tiana kills outright. So I have a couple options, right? He's got demon troops, so Lugner can punch a hole through his troops. But what I'm thinking is I have Tiana act again, punch ISO with a basic, or even a 3C. Mark Christie. When Christie goes to basic the ISO, it'll ignore her troops.
ティアナにお申し付けください。
And then Tiana should be able to kill. And we just use Christie passive guard.
騎士の忠誠を軽んじるな。無礼者。騎士の忠誠。ティアナにお申し付けください。セイラム王国の血筋を私が守る。
Yeah, nowhere too close to kill him, but we got the shield, which is what matters.
祈りの声を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。
So the wonderful thing about Ilya is I'm actually not going to get Wham Despairs here. So Wham has no follow-up this turn.
いざまずかせてやる。これからですわよ。ノブレス・オブ・リージュ。ノブレス・オブ・リージュ。
Oh, she whiffed. I mean, it's still okay because she acts again, but that's funny. I mean, I guess that's ISO for you versus unbuffed Tiana.
私にも母としての覚悟があります。
I could have basicked, actually. I would have ignored troops again. It's probably bad to have wasted skill there.
やり残したこと。
君の意見を聞かせてくれ。君の意見を聞かせてくれ。
So we don't actually have real debuffs yet, so we may as well...
好機の力は我々と
regulate Wham, I think.
好機の力は我々と
Just to hurt his damage.
これは必要な懲戒だ。死が君の罪を許すだろう。
心して分析結果によれば
君の意見を聞かせてくれ。
私にも母としての覚悟があります。安心して分析結果に
It's too bad I can't 3C for debuff immune stacks against this wham here.
君の意見
私にも安心して
I do actually think I die to whamp damage, concerningly enough.
君の意見を聞かせてくれ。
And I don't have wind blooms here. Dude, chill out. We're playing the game.
死が君の罪を許すだろう。これは必要な兆候。
You're short, bro. That wasn't the play.
安心して分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。
Hurry up, hurry up. Oh, I lost. Some people, man. That is something I need to be careful though, is using Ilia's 3C early for immunity stacks like that does leave you short of it, cooldown wise. So you need wind blooms or something like that to do that safely. The Lugner was probably pretty ballsy compared to picking Enya last game, I think. Alright, so we're gonna try this whole Ilia mirror thing again. So this guy's tank comps is not as abusable. It's not Tyrant. There's Christie, LB, Lando. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ban Celica and we're gonna ban Christie. Or do we ban Lando? Christie buffs Ilia, Lando buffs Ymir. Let's ban Christie. I'm more concerned about Ilia buffers. And we're gonna have to pick an alternative win con, possibly AoE. After my Ilia pick, which we're still gonna pick for zoning purposes and stuff. But we're gonna need something that's not just smacking his tank over and over. Because Landius would take a lot of smacks to kill. So they knock out Ishii and Chris. So I don't mind Liana. I think. Celica is also an option, but I think we'll ban healers. Pick up Liana. I mean, banning healers is a little bit of a fake threat. Because I'm not going to pick Ice next. I mean, I could pick Ice next. Let's try banning healers and picking Liana. I'll take Tiana, Ishin, or Ice after. I was eating my lunch yesterday. My cat jumped up and decided that was the perfect time to sneeze right in the direction of my food. So I was like 3/4 of the way through my lunch and had to toss the rest of it. Um, Completely unprompted, just jumped up on my desk. It was wonderful. Okay, so it bans the 2 tanks, so we still have the overall same plan, but we'll just pick a tank next. We just shift that up in the priority. I don't know if I like the Ledin or the Hilda more here. I kind of like the idea of the Hilda and giving the Ice AO. Maybe giving the AO buffed, or Ice buffed Ilya, though, is a mistake with Hilda. Also, my Crystal Warlocks aren't actually built, so I can't like threaten to counterkill or anything. That might have been a mistake, but I was getting low on time. We'll see how Hilda plays. She's not a buffer for Ilya, which is the other sad thing. It's just she does have a real revive, which is nice. So he picks up Ymir. Okay. Can we allow the second tank and pick ISO? Because then he has to ban Celica, right? You can't give the Liana ISO Celica, or Liana, yeah, Liana ISO Celica is not a valid thing to give to player 2, so. That means I get Tiana or Lugner, or Leah. Is he going to take the Lando or the AO? I mean, Aaliyah could be fun too. I could actually bring Sanction for once. We'll see. The thing is, he picked the LB earlier, you know, so that's mass resist. If he brings it. And like, it's a Ymir, there's an Aaliyah or Ilya in play. Like, it's hard for Lugner to get stuns this game. Going for the waifu. I'm sorry, Rice Cream. She does not have Force Priest, so. We'll grab Windblooms. Are we gonna do my funny Stone Colossus? I think we are gonna do my funny Stone Colossus. The other option is Royal Cavalry, but I would prefer to just keep spamming our tile TC. And I need to keep the Tiamat active. So versus LB, we want deck gunners. Aha! I learned! On you, we want lizards. Windblooms on you for keeping Hilda guarding over and over and over and over and over. And do we bring Sanction on you, or do we keep Faith for killing Ymir after he jumps in? I think we keep Faith. And we try to center our team around this tree up here. Or this tree. At the very least, we put my angel there. And pick a tree. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I think he has better win cons than I do, but we'll try to keep up. I do have an ISO, right? Which is the strong thing in my favor. Maybe the Aegis are better here, but I like Stone Claws. It's a funny meme when you can't full heal your tank. Full limbs Ozimka. Did I fight this guy earlier? Maybe I did. Was this the guy I killed the Tyrant of? So I swapped out Tyrant for Landius. Is this the guy I just killed earlier? Oh, they went single target on AO. So this guy's thinking he can kill my Hilda with magic pretty easily. I think that's what he's thinking. We'll see if that ends up being true. I think it's not going to be so easy. Oh, it's not Vile Weaver. Look at that, a proper Instaff AO with Night Plume.
私は全力で戦う。トイバールの意志。私に命令かしら。
Funny tiles go boom.
闇を砕く盾よ。真実の輝きよ。正義を守るため、運もトイバールの意志。正義を守るため、私は全力で戦う。弱点を見つけた。正義を守るため、私は全力で戦う。
It's also not bottle LB, which is big in my favor. He still has Ishin for heals and Aura, but not being bottle LB means she's not going to be quite the self-restoring monster she could be. He will still have his EE to heal, though. I think this is the same guy, because the same guy doesn't... He didn't 1C with his Ymir to get the guaranteed breeze that he should be getting in this matchup. Do we want to go and attack buff Ilya, or do we want to try to roll some buffs for Hilda? I think we're fine to attack buff Ilya. So we have it. Nice, there's our breeze from our yellow stacks. And she did pick up both buffs for herself, so she's ready to go next turn. It is funny that unlike every hero released in the past, like, 8 months, these two are actually not myth. So we're gonna do the same, just keep growing our Ilias and start punching each other. I suppose that's attack buffing her anyways, in hindsight. Growing ISO was also an option, but I like the idea of making Ilya start punch their LB and get immunity stacks sooner than later. Because I think I get more out of the immunity stacks than they do. We're just gonna hit that. Get some stacks. The aura must grow. we might also. Oh no, he put on. Never mind. I forgot he put his Ilya stack on his LB, so we're not gonna stun it even with an Astaroth trigger. Oh, I did forget that Ilya herself is a reactive healer in this matchup. I mean, I remembered it on my own side, but not in the fact that I gave him Ilya LB, which is a really self-healy combo. We'll see if I can bust or if I get wrecked by Ymir or Ilya. Yeah, she really does have everything. Let's see how Hilda does. Should live here. Yeah. Hilda can in fact even just stand. And we can throw on a Liana Gospel to both reduce her guard cooldown and heal her a little bit just from that talent. Why doesn't he use his 1C? I don't understand. We honestly kind of don't want to heal Hilda like too much because we want the Stone Colossus low. I mean, on the other hand, we can live at 100% HP, so maybe it's fine to get her back up to full. They just go for the heal. Am I fine giving Ymir an AA next turn? I don't think there's reason to let him come in yet. We're still a little low. Well, no, we've got immunity. We should be okay. We have to have pretty bad luck to get both this stripped and go through all those. We should live Ymir. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about something. If Ymir kills me, period, I die. This is a map-wide debuff aura. I'm debuffed. I am debuffed. Hmm.
運も実力のうちです。
If I die to Ymir, I just die. We do have our anti-crit up and a DR buff, but
運が悪いと当たりますよ。
I didn't even think about how scary that is. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I did bring Stone Colossus, of all things.
運が悪いと当た
But
り
yeah,
ま
we
すよ。
just take it.
実
Just
力
take
のう
it
ちです。
is the way. Let's get her... Let's keep her hurt, I think is our best bet.
運が悪いと当たりますよ。 避けないでくださいね。 運が悪いと当たりますよ。 運も実力のうちです。
She did not pick up a breeze there, it looks like. I can only run back 2 because of the Ilia aura too. So even if I punch, I won't get much out of it. Let's see what he does. He should move his Ishin first because she can't do anything constructive. Or yeah, this works too.
弱点を見つけた。
私に命令かしら。私に命令かしら。
Do I want to move up? Can Ymir reach my, No, you can't reach my Ilia.
私に命令かしら。
I think I can move up here. Alright, is our HP at the right level? Right enough. I think it should be okay versus Ymir. Let's see if he goes in or if he goes AO first. As much as I hate to move off the tree, we don't have attack clip either. We're just trying to kill troops here for Aaliyah to maybe take a life. Man, we don't even quite get troops. Alright, so I'm completely immune to Ymir debuffs now. So at the very least I won't get my Tiamat broken.
正しい道を守り続けて。ご命令を。
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる。
So I think it's ISO stand next. Action's about to start happening this turn. These are the important actions. They have 2 DPS actions, I have 2 healer actions. I mean, Aaliyah's not going to be healing a ton because of just the way her stacks are. But holy shit balls, that hurt. So the problem now is I don't have crit reduction, so we'll see if Ymir, if I hold up versus the Ymir. If he goes in. I can kill it afterwards with her, I'm pretty sure. We'll see, depending on if Hilda dies or not, we'll see if we need to transfer stacks towards healing or just sheer damage. He doesn't go in. Let's see what we get stack-wise here. Oh yeah, we get the free AO. Turn that into an AO clone. AO clone can't do real damage. I like that a little bit more than trying to just hit LB. We won't get countered or anything because Ilya is a god. Dropping her will hurt, but it's just drop. Do we switch to pick up an extra healer stack or keep like full damage? Do we get the 4th damage stack, the elusive? Problem is I don't have attack buffs next turn, so even though I do get a 4th damage stack, it's kind of whatever. I think we go for heal stack. We can use her to 30% attack buff my Ilya this turn. He also does have to move his LB first to guard the AO clone. We are getting back a little bit closer to the fog than he is. There is also a question of if we think we could kill Ymir with ISO. I think it's a little risky. I'm not Rag, so it would be 100% HP. Do we just keep Ilya punching for now? I think we just Ilya punch for now. Oh, Thorns is gonna hurt. If Ymir stands one more time without attacking, he does actually lose defense buff, at which point I might be tempted to try with ISO.
バールの意志は
運が悪いと当たりますよ。
I think we use Aaliyah to try to heal Hilda here.
避けないでくださいね。運が悪いと当たりますよ。
Sadly, we can't reach because I'm not Scepter, but... Well, how much HP are we at on Hilda? 64?
運が悪いと当たりますよ。
We go fuck off out of range. So we don't overheal her.
実力のうちです。
Why is like half of my game plan here the Stone Colossus metagame? Why are we going so hard on this? We don't need to do that. We'll just sit here. What does Ishin reach? Ishin does not reach. Okay, we'll just stand here.
当たりますよ。
Yeah, man. I love this skin for them.
弱点を見つけた。
Oh! This is why we gotta protect our little castleman. Without our little castleman at the right HP, we're in danger.
トイバールの意志は
Alright, well, let's get our anti-crit back up. Man, I'm gonna have no buffs, though, versus this Ymir.
私に命令かしら
And I don't have castlemen. Oh no, she's still super buffed.
トイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち破るトイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる トイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち
Do we
破
try ISO against Ymir? He doesn't have a DR buff, but
るトイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち破る
no,
不毛な争いを終わらせる
this is not the way.
トイバー
We
ルの意
believe
志は
in
運命
Hilda.
の鎖を打
We
ち破る
believe. DR buff. With DR buff.
不毛な争いを終わらせる
構築する
Yes. Well, we no longer have his DR buff, but we do have Castleman, and we can act again. ISO. From guard range.
思考、そして
We have our Castleman, we have our Tiamat. We trust.
弱点を見つけた。
Okay. We die. We do die.
トイバールの意
Do I
志
get soloed by Ymir?
進むべき方向へ導いてくれる
I mean, frankly, without the Hilda to protect me against next turn's Yulia, I'm kind of dead either way.
許しはせぬ
Oh, lizards are doing no damage. Wow.
許しはせぬ
How did I do so little? Yeah, I just get wrecked by Ymir. I guess he did have DR buff, and I don't have a DI buff. And I didn't get like good lizard tech activation, but still, that was crazy how little damage that did. Does he kill? No. But I don't have anything to act again off of. Oh no!
私は全力で戦う。ターゲットは悪党。絶対に容赦しないわ。安心して。分析結果によれば、私たちはターゲットは悪党。絶対に容赦しないわ。
What a mess. I think what I needed to do was I needed to not give... Well, I mean, I guess I didn't know what order they were going to attack in. So I did the DR buff because I thought Ilya was going first, not Ymir. But then Ymir went in first and dispelled it. I have turn prior, right? Is this sus? Because he used the act again with the Yushin, right? No, he's moved 4, or he has 3 to move, I have 3 to move. Yeah, no, I have turn prior, okay. This isn't so bad. Maybe. We'll see if ISO can hyper carry, but I'm not sure she can. It's, I think, too many DPS. Considering I won't reach until next turn. What? Attack buffing Ilya, maybe? AO. Ooh, he's gonna try the AO basic. Yeah, just gotta believe in the Ilya, right? Just gotta believe. Oh, this gets him a full AO, I see what he's doing. Kenya buff dispelling attack buff does not save me.
しはせん。トイバールの意志は進むべき
Shoot,
方向へ
I needed to
導い
move
て
one
く
less
る。
here.
不毛な争いを終わらせる。
No kill.
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくる。不毛な争いを終わらせる。
失われていく。
許しはせん。
Leah's about to go riding over to the other side of the map to heal Isa back to try to tank Ishin.
運も実力のうちです。私だってやればできます。運が悪いと当たりますよ。運も実力のうちです。私だってやればできます。私は女神に見捨てられたの。
The Ishin has act again.
私だってやればできます。
Dang nabbit.
正しい道を守り続けて。ご命令を。人、思考、そして。
Maybe she'll like basic attack the Ilia by accident and then get counter killed because of monks. Copium.
セルリークのために。
Or get counter killed by ISO herself. The safe thing is just act again, AO. Don't hit anything. He does the safe thing. No! Oh man, we're out of time too.
私の言葉がやり残したことが。
ごめん。運が悪いと当たりますよ。
I guess in hindsight I should have just gone for the AO kill, not the Ishin kill.
当たりますよ。
Weirdly enough, I actually have to do this.
私だってやればできます。運も実力のうちです。 私だってやればできます。私は女神に見捨てられたの。避けないでくださいね。 三千と輝く勝利の光よ。
Oh, mean. I wanted to at least get the counterattack. Okay. Well, that was a slot. I think that I should have just used Aegis answers. Because I did ultimately just kind of die to Ilya, given enough time. And the range damage reduction effect is good. Trying to think about what else I could have done to tank the Ilya better there. I didn't have buffs at the end either, was a problem, because the Ana 3C cooldown is so long. I could have used Leah to try to fish for more generic buffs on Hilda. I do also think that ISO doing what ISO did from where she did it was not wonderful. So let's see. So I had my bros, but she had a 30 or 20% attack buff and a damage increase. What were my options here instead of her AA ISO? It was to try to heal to 100% HP, but I'm not actually sure that's tankier than 64% Stone Colossus. Let's see how quickly the Stone Colossus did or didn't die. Yeah, the Stone Colossus actually did okay. It was just Hilda got wrecked. What was my Ilya action this turn? I did it pretty early, I think. It was heal Ice her to full. That's right. Because we took the AO clone. Maybe that was bad. Maybe I should have just chipped LB. Or not even chipped. Maybe I should have... I think there's a real chance I take a life off LB here if I just punched. I know she's 4 stars, but... I mean, it's 3 attack stacks with an attack up and a damage increase. Versus an LB... I guess the Ishin Aura would be in play. But she doesn't have Miracle. I should have just believed in Aaliyah more. Was my mistake. The troops were low. Don't kill the AO that's already used her attack skill, you know? Yeah, I think I should have gone for that. If I just take care of the LB sooner for the early endgame, I think it looks a little bit better for me. Because I would be threatening to kill with Ilya next turn. Other option would have been taking Ledin instead of Hilda. Way back in band pick to have consistent attack buffs. But that's more scary playing against the Ilya. Having Ledin. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to keep playing with it. The Ilya Ymir threat, though, is pretty scary in terms of the aura always making it so that the revive will get disabled. I did lose my revive anyways that game. But yeah. So, Thorn's Molders, yes. Draupnir, the thing is... And the reason why I'm not using a Nebrobe, even though I probably should, because I have a really... Just because I have a really good Enchanted Kenyo. This includes disabling Draupnirs, you know? And not everybody has a whale accessory for Ilya, but... Let me check what they were running. I know they had a Apostle on the Ymir. I didn't really take notice of the Ilya. No, they didn't. It was not like an attack int accessory, it was just an int accessory. But yeah, it's probably a lot safer to play these than it is to play these. It's just, I'm not sure about these versus Ymir. And these versus deck gunners. I don't know, it's a complicated thing. I probably had to do stuff a little bit differently in my draft, or be more aggressive with Aaliyah to try to bust. But I think that the overall buff problem was real. This was the guy that I had the long Ilya mirror, though, that he had Tyrant in the box. So he swapped out Tyrant for Landius. Okay, I'm gonna head off. Thanks for watching, people. I will see you guys tomorrow. I should do some more ladder tomorrow. Possibly Waifu Wars, but maybe not. I like to try to do ladder on the weekends, and I don't want to do both ladder and Waifu Wars because that's just too much playing time for me, honestly. So I'll catch up with like the Waifu Wars stuff on Monday.